Alright, so we've got a Whirlpool dryer, and we have a timer where the shaft has separated, and or the customer was using a pliers. Sometimes that can damage or destroy the top or the shaft of the timer. So I'm going to show you how to replace. We're going to go to the back, make sure the dryer is unplugged, and also if yours happen to have this in there, we're going to need to remove this piece before you can, or you'll have to get a new knob. All right, all you need is a 1/4 inch nut driver and maybe a flat blade screwdriver. Let's get it off. All right, we have the buzzer and we have 2 screws. They're both 1/4 inch, and the timer should come forward. Double check your model number, get the number off of the timer before you order, and make sure that you match everything up before you actually try to put it on, so you don't have a problem. All right, 1/4 inch screw. Match your number to your new timer. Okay. You really can't mess these wires up. They're pretty straightforward. That's your neutral. That goes there. But if you're not sure, go ahead and take pictures. The hardest one to get off is this guy here. You'll need a little hook or pick. And sometimes you'll need a flat blade screwdriver if you can't get them off easily. Get a flat blade. Let me show you. Or a flat blade screwdriver will be the same. Of course, make sure the unit is unplugged. Comes right off nicely. These usually come off pretty good, but again, don't cut your hand. You're better off using this as a tool to remove it nice and straightforward, so you don't damage or hurt your hand. These are sharp edges and they will cut you. Already loosened it, so look at that. And if you're not sure, just like that. All right, this one is the tricky, or a little trickier. Get under it, and as you do, you just push it out, and that's it. Again, you can't mess it up. This guy went up top. The numbers were up top. The most pin one right there. Can't mess it up. And the last one, make sure that you have full access to get it in and it's not binding. There it is. And again, numbers facing the top. He goes over it, and you do have a little stud. Sits right up there where the timer is locked into place. 1/4 inch. Be careful when you tighten these. They're going in thin metal and you don't want to strip, so be careful. All right, that covers that. All you have left now is the back cover. This piece, you might need a pliers or a channel lock to pull it out. That's the broken shaft. So put the back piece on, and we're done with this. Timer shaft should not be made out of plastic, but what can you do? All right, so that's how you do that. Thanks for watching.